Lonely Attack on the Different World, web novel, chapter 41. The nastiest guy or the master of nastiness, who is the true villain here? Day 24, morning, the cave. In the end, the guest didn't come. Well, even if he won't ever come, it's fine with me. I didn't call him anyway. I'm just standing in the way. A scarecrow of sorts. Just standing here is enough, and I do what I must. I might not like it, but he should be the same. He is the nastiest person, but I'm the master at being nasty. That I can say with confidence. The president and the others can also vouch for that. The opponent is just nasty by nature, while I am by choice. I'm doing it on purpose and expert at making things the worst. The president and the others can guarantee this as well. It's a good question who is the real baddie here. Time is on my side. Dragging this out will be a problem for the opponent, not for me. Even so, he is yet to come, which means that he is looking from somewhere, that he is gathering information somewhere, that his calculations are not yet done. In that case, I will get stronger in the meantime. It might be meaningless, but it might prove meaningful. It's better than doing nothing at all. Even if in the worst case it is pointless, even if it probably is pointless, even if it is almost certainly pointless, there is at least no demerit to it. We are terribly mismatched anyway. I depart after eating fish for breakfast. Grilled fish with bread seems like a dubious combination, but I have no rice. I wonder how foreigners are eating it. Everyone certainly will be overjoyed if the lady from the general store manages to find rice. Today is another day when I'm going to hunt for mushrooms, and also for goblins and kobolds. Well, level 20 has been possible, but level 15 is also impossible. There's no way he would just watch and allow me to do that, which means that he would also observe until level 14 at the most. By that time, he should show up. Even so, I just got to level 11. I don't have that much time. Even though I'm slow to raise my levels, he is probably willing to wait. Meanwhile, the president and the others will also raise their levels even further, while the geek's level will go up through the roof. What if they geek it? I also sent the meatheads to the president, so it should be fine. Go ahead and be scolded in my stead every day. Come on, you will be checkmated if you just keep waiting. The geeks probably got a safety buffer in levels. Since they don't know how strong the opponent is, putting as much level difference as possible is the only thing that they could do. They probably won't read the mood and will just keep leveling up until they become the strongest. As long as nothing gets in their way, yes, as long as no one gets in their way. I just have to get in the way of those that will get in their way. Just like I'm doing at the moment, and while we are getting in each other's way, everyone else is steadily overtaking us. A sacrificial pawn of sorts. Taking it means wasting your move, yet you can't afford to not take it. Annoying, isn't it? Even after he went to all those efforts to split us up. With me encamping here, he will be attacked if he tries to pass, and won't make it in time if he doesn't. A real pain, even though I'm so nicely isolated. How unlucky for you I decided to settle in this cave, huh? You don't have enough luck. And I was lucky enough to manage to reach this cave and settle in it. Luxon is the strongest. And it will be fortunate or unfortunate. We will have to meet here. The odds are the worst, but the luck itself is the best. It likely will go on a predetermined route until the very end. Just as expected, just as expected. This is the worst for both of us. For me, it's hopeless in terms of survival. For him, in terms of the future. Even though he divided everyone through mental manipulation. But the president and the others have begun regrouping. And how are you supposed to break up a loner? That's why he is observing. Killing me doesn't require that much of a level, but other classmates are going to widen the level gap. He might be panicking, but he lacks the means to resolve this situation. He must be at his wit's end. He must be so infuriated, so annoyed. This is so much fun, absolutely amazing. Today I'm simply walking all over the place. Simply walk. If I meet something, I hunt it. Other than that, I'm just walking. The running begins after noon, so for now I'll just walk. Walking as if to check, walking as if to test. As expected, there are lots of weak monsters upstream, just optimal for experience grinding. In this case, he might be already over level 30 or near 40. Well, it's too late to worry about that at this point. I just walk, hunt, and then continue to walk. I eat as I walk. It's been a while since I last had jerky, but it's not all that tasty. Now then, I guess it's enough just walking. Let's try running. Sprinting through the woods as I please, I hunt what I meet. Yup, back to that again. Since I can't fight and win head on, I hunt. Since I lack strength, I use speed. If the target is too far, I can charge it. If there's a distance, I can ambush it. If there's no distance at all, I can now use Kyojitsu. Well, that's basically what I was doing since the very beginning. It will soon be a month since I'm keeping the goblins company, but there are no signs of a budding friendship. Isn't the first enemy supposed to take on a frenemy-like position, coming to the rescue despite ongoing rivalry? Isn't that how it usually goes? Well, considering that I was killing every single goblin I met, I would need an exorcist if any of them came back. Yeah, usually story-wise, one would tame the goblins and kobolds and fight in the forest using them. But nothing of the sort is happening to me here because I'm annihilating every single monster. Doesn't that put me on the same level as kobolds that try to jump out and bite off the head as soon as they see me? And on top of that, not only did I not become a beastmaster, I almost turned into a bitchmaster. Just how did it turn out like this? Anyway, I just have to hunt. It should prevent him from raising his level, and I might even level up myself if I'm lucky. He wants intel. I want experience. He doesn't care if I gain a few levels, and I don't care about being seen. Relaxing, leaning forward as if I'm about to fall on my knees. I take just a half step forward without putting any unnecessary strength in. Taking half a step, I swing, combining the gravity, acceleration, magic power, and breathing all into one attack. If I don't put everything into one attack, it will bite off my head. I'd like to avoid that at all costs. Yeah, I can take down the Kobold King as well. It's super fast, but it always goes for the head, and I absolutely won't let it bite my head. Absolutely. It's so fast that it even leaves after images. It even used combos, attacking from different directions, but in the end, it still went to bite my head. Though I'm physically unharmed, mentally I took a heavy blow. Yeah, I'm done if there is a Kobold Emperor. Drifting away from the cave further is not a good idea. Let's take a detour and go home. However, he is still not coming. Well, I don't care if it will become too late. He is underestimating how bad the geeks are at reading the mood, how dumb the idiots are, and how much of a menace the sermon powers of the girls are. Even though he went to such great lengths to break them apart, the candidates to become heroes and legends of this world have already probably begun to reunite. Side characters like us will have no chance catching up with them. Could it be that you have gotten the wrong idea?